instructor who I'll just go ahead and say her name. Hi, Stephanie.
Hey. So what really motivates you ladies to build your brand when it comes to skincare?
I would say what really motivates me is the look on people's face. Like, since my specialty is makeup, I would say after I finish their application, the look on their face it means a lot to me because my style is more so natural and I want them to look enhanced and not so much like caked up. And they're like, dang, I didn't even know I could look like that. Like, they assume they're going to look dead before, you know, they're like, please don't make me look like I'm in a coffin. So for me, that really motivates me when they see, no, it's possible, you know, it's okay. And then for skincare, I really like educating people. That motivates me. Okay.
So again, with the makeup, I also lean towards a more natural. There's a time and a place for that red carpet beat. Like, if that's what you want, go for it. But what I really saw is that people did not understand how to take care of their skin. And if you take care of your skin, even your makeup application will be better. So I don't do makeup very often anymore. Usually if I do, I'm working with battle stage plays or something of that nature, theater. But really love to see people start to get the light bulb about how they can affect their skin, how they can make it better every day.
Okay. That was the next question I was going to ask you guys. What product and services do you offer?
Makeup, waxing, facials, tinting, eyelash extensions. I don't think I'm missing anything. That's pretty much it. Only thing I don't deal with is hair. I can't do any hair. Everyone asks, do you do hair too? No, I can't do hair.
No, ma'am.
But skin services, I got you.
So that's how us hairstylists feel.
I'm sure y'all feel the same way.
I see that working in the school. Hair Academy has a cosmetology program. So we have cosmetology and barber, and then we have the aesthetics. And they're not about face, and we are not about hair. Like, there's a clear divide. And there shouldn't be necessarily, but it just one of the others where you shine.
So what particular services do you offer?
So all the SD services, so facial, skincare. I branded my own line of vegan skincare products, which is what I prefer to use in my business. I'm lash certified, but lashes don't make me happy. So please don't try to book me for lashes. I don't want to. I specialize in sugaring and hair removal as opposed to waxing, which is more natural, and people who can't wax or have issues with waxing, contraindications, a lot of times can sugar. So I do that. I'm also a certified image consultant and a certified life coach. So I like to do a lot of mentoring and teaching and helping the younger generation, new SDs and kids, just kind of believe in themselves and understand what this beauty industry means.
Yes, exactly. Wonderful.
It's important.
Wonderful. That's so great.
Yes.
So why should people seek professional skincare services? I know I hear a lot of women talk about not getting facials because it actually breaks their face out. Or they go to Walmart and try to get Neutrogena and, you know, something over the counter. Why should people seek professional skincare services?
I think first and foremost, a lot of people don't know their skin type. I've talked to a lot of women who say, oh, I just use a bar of soap. And that's not necessarily,
Dove on the face.
Dove on the face, everybody. So it's like, first and foremost, you need to know what your skin type is. So if you go to a professional, they can assist you with, you know, helping you figure out what your skin type is. And then from there, you can figure out what products you want to use.
Absolutely.
That might help you. So
also, if your esthetician is using professional grade products, then they have a higher concentration of the ingredients that you need to get change. So whenever you have a facial, your skin should feel different. It should look different immediately. Now, it's not a miracle. It's not going to take care of everything in 2 minutes. But if you keep at it and follow the directions that your esthetician gives you, then you will definitely see the change that you want.
That's another thing. People want super fast results. When it comes to your skin, it takes months of work. Even when I was in school, I had a lot of dark marks. I still do, but over time with the facials, and the professional products over the months, my skin got better. I think people got to put in the work too.
Right. I tell them it's like your personal trainer. Like if you book a personal trainer at the gym, you see them one session, you may go once every 2 weeks or once a month. You have to keep going. And not only do you have to keep going, you have to do the work at home. If I see you once a month and I do nothing in between, you're not going to get the results. So you have to commit to it.
Excellent. So what are some benefits of actually getting facials?
So many.
Run it down, because
first thing, relaxation. Like we're here. I tell my clients, you're here about your skin, and we're gonna work on that. But I just want you to relax, because that mental well-being ties into it as well. It's the whole body. So everybody knows that. You know, they say you are what you eat. If you eat certain thing, you might get a breakout, or if you don't drink enough water, you'll see it in your skin. But that mental peace, just a minute to lay on someone's table and let them care for you. Because anytime you touch a person, it's an energy transfer.
Oh my goodness.
So how do you get your customers and your clients to relax? What is one of the methods you use to get them to relax? So if I came to you and it was my first time getting a facial ever in life, and I was so nervous, I was worried about how the product was, what the product was going to do to my skin, how would you get me to relax?
Well, first, conversation. We're going to do a consultation form. You're going to tell me about you, and I'm going to tell you what my vision is in that service. You're going to tell me what you want to achieve, and I'm going to explain how we're going to get there. So, and of course, you got to set the mood.
Yes. I like to woo people with my soft voice. It's going to be okay. Just lay down. Everything's okay. You know, they get the head wrap, they get everything, the whole
Some
works.
music,
and the
dim
steam.
lights.
The steam
Everybody
does wonders. People love steam. That's beneficial for your skin, but it also relaxes you as well.
We touched a little bit already on the different skin types. So how would you all, I know we would do the skin assessment. How can clients do it at home? Both of you all took a deep breath,
because it's
you don't want them to,
complex.
Okay.
But if you have oily skin, if you go throughout your day and your skin is, you're a butterball all day long, or you see that your pores are open, you know, you more than likely you might be oily or combination. But it's just a lot when it comes to just trying to figure out what your skin type. I mean,
your skin changes.
So many different things.
Your skin might be oily in the morning and dry in the evening. You go through stages, you go through hormonal changes, you go through season changes. A lot of people the most common thing is they'll lay on the table and they're like, well, I feel like my skin is so dry, but it's not dry, it's dehydrated. You actually have oily skin, but it's dehydrated, because one is oil and one's water, and you're not getting enough of it.
Dehydrated and dry are two different things.
So you as professionals can spot it out right away.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
For the most part,
Yeah. Like even before you lay down, I'm like,
Yeah. And if your skin is dehydrated, you need to drink more water. That's the first thing.
Absolutely.
So can clients, when they're at home, can they over cleanse it or over exfoliate the skin?
Absolutely.
What kind of tips can you give your clients about cleansing and over exfoliating?
Don't exfoliate more than twice a week. And if you're doing a mask, I know sometimes people overdo the mask too. Don't do that more than twice a week.
Right.
Especially if it's a clay mask and it's drawing out all those impurities. You don't want to overdo that. It can irritate the skin.
Because it's all about balance. You know, everything is about balance. So, like she said, the clay mask, you can draw out too much oil, and now your skin goes into a cycle where it's like, ooh, we need more oil. So you actually made the problem worse. So cleanse, tone, moisturize. Basic step: cleanse, tones, moisturize, and SPF.
Oh my gosh.
Sun protection. Even for my melanin queens,
Just because
sun
you black
protection.
don't mean you don't have to wear SPF.
Please. Add it into your moisturizer.
Yes.
You won't even know. It's a secret.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm learning. I'm sitting here with my
that's
mouth
okay.
open, learning.
It's important to protect your skin.
It really is. UVA rays are the #1 cause of aging. So that's doing more damage to your skin than anything else you do.
Okay. So, quick question. about a couple of months ago, I saw on social media, people were putting the black charcoal mask on their face and then like snatching it off and making videos
with glue.
And
crying. It's like wax, isn't it? It's like,
yes.
What kind of mask is that?
I think it's a mixture between like
activated charcoal and glue
and wax or something.
I don't know what that is. I don't recommend that as a product.
And when I saw the video, I was like, I don't think they're doing this right.
No, because like they were crying. Too. The ones I saw, they were like literally like, oh my gosh, they hurt real bad.
So you guys don't recommend that at all?
No, because we wouldn't even do that to somebody.
There are safe peel-off masks. Yeah. I mean, if you like that sensation, I try to, with my clients, find out what you like. Like I have a client who wants to be aggressive with her skin, so I have to give her products that she can safely feel like she's getting that sensation without damaging her skin. So if you want a peel-off mask, I just demoed with my class a 24 karat peel-off mask, so they felt fancy.
I love those.
It was like gold. They felt fancy, and it was a safe peel-off mask. Don't
so
use that.
You apply that the same way you do regular mask, the 24 karat mask?
Yeah. Okay. It goes on kind of like a creamy texture, and as it sits, it'll dry out, and then it'll become
almost like a rubber.
Yeah, rubbery.
When it dries,
kinda.
And what's
like
the
glue
benefits?
if you put it on your hands.
What's the benefits of that?
Well, the benefits is it's still clarifying. Hopefully any mask or any product that you put on your face is not just taking away, is also depositing some type of antioxidant or vitamins or hydration. There has to be an intention, because why are you using it? Why did you pick that product? Why are you putting it on your face, and what's it going to achieve for you?
Okay. Nice. I love it, ladies. So how do aromatherapy play into these skincare services?
Well, I like to use a diffuser sometimes. And you know, certain essential oils have certain properties in it that may help. So for example, lavender. Most people know lavender is very calming, helps you to relax. You can even put that on your pillow, helps you sleep. So if you're getting a facial and you're trying to relax, that and the diffuser coming out, you know, while you're laying down with your eyes closed and your face is getting rubbed, and all of that just goes together.
Okay. So I love aromatherapy. I'm very happy when my clients ask for aromatherapy. I like to incorporate it in their massage, in the carrier oils, because every scent, like she said, most people know lavender is calming, but do you know that eucalyptus is energizing? Lemongrass, my favorite scent is lemongrass. Like I live by lemongrass, but every one of them has an intention, something that they're going to benefit you with. And so when I do aromatherapy, I pick it based on what do you feel is lacking? What would you like to, you know, kind of ramp up about yourself, your life, and then I give them a little bit to take with them. So maybe you're in your office and you can just change the whole atmosphere by a diffuser or just the oil
that
on
energy
yourself.
is serious.
I'm gonna try me some.
You got to.
You should.
Yeah.
So you recommend lemongrass?
Well, I like lemongrass.
Okay.
Lemongrass is just one of my favorites. I'm still learning. I mean, I know about aromatherapy, but I'm still learning. In this industry, there's never such a thing, you know, being a cosmetologist. There's always going to be new techniques and new information and new ways to do this thing. So I'm still finding out what I really like, but that's my go-to.
So when you all are doing facials, what are some of the professional equipment you use as a professional? Which ones do you like the most?
My chair has to be popping. Like I want them to feel like relaxed, but the steamer and the mag lamp, because the mag lamp you can see, you know, you can get really, it gets close to the skin so you can see the pores, and that's how you can assess to see like, oh, these spots got large pores, this spot has tight, you know, pores, or this, you know, the forehead. You're looking at that to see, you know, is it dry or whatever. So those three things for me are the main things.
So when they come into, especially now going into this colder season, my clients are in love with the bed warmer. Like they need that on So they can get on the table and it'll be warm. I was just demonstrating with my class the benefits of high frequency. As a machine, a modality, LED is a modality.
Electricity.
Microcurrent as a modality, yeah. So those electrotherapy treatments are very beneficial, especially when you want tightening. High frequency helps also with acne, can kill the bacteria. So again, those faster results, because if people don't see a change, they're gonna sometimes quit. They're gonna give up because they don't see it. And those are things that they can see rather quickly.
Yeah, electricity will help you to see results faster sometimes. So, like she said, that does help people to feel like, oh, like you can zap somebody's pimple. Yeah, like you can zap someone's pimple and it'll get smaller. And they're like, oh my God, it's smaller.
Right.
So,
saw on the internet they was using some kind of spatula to scrape.
The skin scrubber.
What you was telling me about
the skin
earlier.
scrubber. Okay, it's a thing.
How does it work? Does it hurt?
No, it shouldn't hurt. Nothing you do should ever hurt.
Okay.
Like even if it's a concentrated product like a peel, it can tingle, it can, be intense, but if you get the stinging burn, something's going on that shouldn't.
Okay.
So no, you should never be in pain during a facial service.
I think that's something that should be used professionally, to be honest. I don't know why they put that out. They put everything out.
So
I mean,
Amazon, you can buy whatever you want. It's bad. It's really bad.
So moving on to hair removal, what techniques do you prefer? From waxing, tweezing, threading, shaving?
waxing. I really like
Why?
waxing.
Why waxing for you?
Because I like to see the results over time. I like to educate people on how their hair will come back thinner, especially for like the Brazilian. Because, people are like, oh, my hair is coarse, and like after they come back over and over and over, they get to see that it grows thinner because there's a misconception that it's gonna come back thicker and thicker. But with waxing, that's not the case.
Does it only do that down there?
No.
All
not
over?
just there.
Okay.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so removing that hair, like she said, by waxing, or I prefer the sugaring, which is very similar to waxing.
Still
it's
coming
just
out
a
the
different,
follicle.
yeah.
Can you
You're
explain the
pulling whole
sugaring
follicle.
in detail?
So, if you get wax, that formula probably has like, well, it depends on what, but it's like honey, or sometimes they're zinc oxide base. They have a lot of chemical formulations. Sugar is literally sugar, lemon juice, water, maybe a little bit molasses, depending on the formula. That's it. That's all that's in it. So people that are sensitive to wax, a lot of time can be sugared. Also, sugar removes the hair in the direction of the hair growth, whereas waxing, you're pulling against the grain of the hair. So there's less chance of ingrowns and some other things. So it's a preference. I have people who have come to be sugared and go back to waxing because they prefer that method. But there is another, option for those who cannot be waxed. Yeah.
How do you ladies feel about threading? Like the different threading in the different stands at the malls, and people are gunning.
Well, when they're professionals, it's great.
Right. I don't know. I don't really haven't thought too much about threading. I mean, I heard it was very painful, but
Have you tried it ever before?
never.
No.
In class.
In
When
class,
I
right,
was
in
like,
class.
I was done. Cause
And I actually, one of the ladies in my class is actually Middle Eastern descent, Pakistan, somewhere in that region. I don't want to disrespect her heritage, but so they grow up threading, like from children, same way we might grow up braiding hair.
Yeah.
They grow up threading. So at this age, as an adult, she's an expert. So she can thread a whole face, a whole body, and it'd be fine. And that's why I say, if they're a professional, you don't want me threading you. That's not a thing that you want to
be
happen.
doing that.
It's not. It's not gonna be good.
Okay. So the myth about I heard you mention the myth about shaving, and it grows back thicker. Is that true?
Yeah, when you shave, it's definitely gonna grow back thicker. But when you wax, it's not. When you wax, it's coming straight out of the follicle. When you shave, you're just cutting the top of the hair off. You're not
And some skin.
right, and some skin.
And some skin.
You're not pulling it from the follicle.
Okay. So
Which is why it grows back so fast.
That's why it
And
grows
has
back
that
fast, and that's why it
spiky
grows
texture
back spiky
and
coarse like that.
what kind of advice can you give a woman with facial hair who's battling, should she shave it or not?
Don't shave.
Don't shave.
Well,
Try some
come see
sugaring.
Esty. Yeah, come
Try
see your
some
Esty.
waxing maybe. I'm not against tweezing, but I feel like
depending on how much hair it is.
Right. It's more effective if it's more hair to wax
Okay.
versus trying to tweeze all those hairs out.
Right.
Okay. So when it comes down to eyebrows too,
Eyebrows?
it's the same thing.
As long as you're going to someone who knows what they're doing. Oh, I'm glad we brought this up.
Ah.
The nail shops. Stop going to the nail
Stop it.
shops. They are
Do
nail
not.
techs. No disrespect to any nail techs, but they are licensed to do that, and they're not licensed to deal with skincare. We learn about sanitation. We learn about not double dipping. They double dip.
They leave the stick
They leave
inside
that
of the
Yes.
wax.
inside.
All day. Yes.
All that dead skin.
They don't cover
possibly
it.
blood,
like, there's
whatever.
things in the air, just landing
It's
in
there.
it.
So I would prefer, people go to an esthetician to get wax or a cosmetologist because they're also licensed in hair removal.
Yes.
So
So you all hear that, listeners?
stop
that
going to
nail
nail
shop.
shops.
Stop it.
Y'all just
Don't
seen in
do
Brooklyn
it.
what happened. The lady
Don't
eyebrows
do
came
it.
off and she was about to fight. Well, they did fight.
Yeah.
So no.
And
That
then
was
they
crazy.
closed the salon down.
They did. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they were boycotting and everything. It was.
Yeah.
But had she not gone in there for that, I'm not,
Should have went in there.
blaming her. But
Just saying.
don't go in
That's
there.
why we here to educate.
So is it safe to apply makeup after getting a fresh wax service?
I'm not
Do
gonna
you-
say it's not safe, but I think
I would
anytime you
wait.
use makeup, you should be mindful of what you're using. Makeup can have a lot of chemicals
You can.
too,
Mm-hmm.
so it's helpful if you find a makeup line that speaks to your intentions, like gives you what you're looking for, whether it's coverage or the shade. I know that's been a big thing. Not makeup lines not having enough shades to cover our melanin.
Oh
Mhm.
gosh.
But mineral makeup is really best for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's natural, and so it's not gonna, have those types of reactions. But you should wait to do anything
I
after
would say
service.
wait.
How long?
because-
How long should you wait after?
24,
At least 24
40
hours.
48
Okay.
hours.
Because after you wax, you're supposed to exfoliate. You are
Mhm.
supposed to exfoliate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're supposed to wait 24 hours.
Right.
So I would say the same thing.
So that helps. A lot of people don't exfoliate, and if you were to exfoliate, your waxing service would be easier. You would have less ingrowns. You wouldn't see, especially when you talked about Brazilians, but
Mhm.
any area, a lot of that hyperpigmentation, that darkening,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that could be addressed if you would exfoliate like you are asked to do. Thank you.
Listen to the
Please and
aftercare.
thank you.
Yeah.
Magic word for the day.
Please and thank
exfoliate.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
So what's the difference between brow tinting and microblading? I know all of that is popular now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is like really obsessed with perfect eyebrows and the new eyebrow trends.
Yeah. Tinting is just basically almost like henna. It's gonna last for about a week or 2 weeks, and the microblading is like semi-permanent tattooing almost. You're taking
Yeah.
like a needle, a fine needle, and
With ink.
and numbing first. I guess they numb your brows, and then that's when they go and do those fine lines across the brows to make it look like a real brow.
So let me just say this. I had the option to go to school with someone who was an incredible microblader. And so she educates us as well, even though I don't microblade. She, has taught us certain things about it. In Maryland, there's no regulation for microblading. So you need to be very careful about who you're going to. You need to know how they were trained, how they were certified, what they are using as far as inks.
We're not supposed to be doing that, right? In Maryland?
In Maryland, there's no I call the board a lot. Like, I think they know my number. It's bad. But so there's no regulatory agency for microblading. It's not covered by the aesthetic license or the cosmetology license, but there is no board of tattooing or microblading in Maryland.
So
I
they
find
just
that
out
crazy.
here. It just
But
make
the
money.
only thing that the board regulates is that if you are doing skincare services, you cannot microblade in the same suite.
Okay.
You have to do that in another location.
Like almost like a tattoo shop that
Right.
has a tattoo license, something like that. No? Okay.
It doesn't have to be, but it can't be where you do skincare services.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely.
Can't be in the
that.
same, area. But be very careful because if they do it incorrectly, whether it's the brow mapping of where they put things or whether it's the tools that they're using, that's permanent. That's when she says semi-permanent, it's years.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll come off. Be very careful with that.
They're
So
still,
do your
it's still
research. You
invasive.
decide
Do your
to
research.
Yeah.
Do
get
your
that
research.
service done.
Yeah. It's definitely invasive, so I would be careful who I go to.
Okay, so that lasts a long time.
I think it's
Probably
supposed to be
about
like
3 to 5 years.
I've heard
before you
6
need a
months to a
touch-up.
year, but
So they
Well,
don't
you're
teach
supposed
that
to,
in
the first
school?
session you go back within 6 months to get your second. So if
Okay.
you did both sessions, you should be good for about 3 years.
okay.
So they don't
I'm
teach
not-
that in school?
No,
ma'am.
you have to
That is
get
not covered by
certified.
aesthetics.
Yeah,
you have to.
That's like an outside class to get.
Now we can brow
Just
tint.
like
We can
lashes.
tint.
So brow
and,
tinting
yeah,
is-
brow tinting
Brow
or henna
tinting
brows.
is-
Yeah.
Eyelash extensions is another thing we have to go and get
On your
like
own?
certified
Certified
for.
for.
Yeah.
So do you all like the brow tinting?
I
Better
like
than
it.
filling in the brows?
I love
I
it.
do. Yeah.
do.
It lasts longer than filling in the brows.
You literally wake up like that. Like there's no filling.
See,
like I
that's
had to
what
get a
I like.
pencil
Like, I don't have
and
time to
help
keep-
myself
It just fades
today.
away. It's safe. Yeah.
See, that's what I like. See, that's what I like. I need to.
That's why
Do
it's
my
so
research.
popular because
Yeah.
nobody has time for
Yeah.
that or wants to, really do that maintenance.
Yeah.
So you can incorporate your brow tinting along with your waxing schedule or whatever. You see your esthetician for your facial.
Uh-huh.
Get your brows done.
You can get all that done in one appointment.
You can.
It's one appointment.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect.
She about to make an appointment. Watch.
Yes.
She should.
I need my stuff done. Yes. I'm over here smiling. I'm like so happy, right?
Should be.
I'm making my appointments. So if a client doesn't want to do the brow tinting or the microblading, what other products do you recommend to fill in their brows? What other type of products?
They have so
Different
much
brows.
going
Yeah.
on now out here.
A lot
I've heard
everything.
of what is it? Cosmetic shading or something? Some type
Mm-hmm.
of shading. I don't know anything about it.
powder brows and all that stuff.
I would recommend the tinting.
If
though.
you're not going to do a process with a professional like the tinting or the henna brows or the microblading, get you a pencil, sis. Get you
Okay.
a pencil. Or I know dip brow is very popular, but if you are unsure of what to do, but there are also classes. There are estheticians that run makeup certificate like classes that teach you how to do those techniques. Every esthetician has makeup as part of their certification and licensing. So even if they're not quote unquote makeup artists, they do know how to apply makeup.
Good. Okay. So, I know a lot of stylists look for makeup classes, and I heard stories about makeup artists like pushing them away, like don't want to train them. You all like that too? Is it hard for the makeup artist to teach your hairstylist?
No, I would never push anybody away. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was another makeup artist. I wouldn't push them away.
So
I would also
I'm gonna
attend one,
I'm gonna
too.
give you an example. I did an event Saturday. The Princess was named, which was for girls. It was a young lady leadership conference,
Okay.
and so I was there to do a skincare demonstration. But I invited another esthetician to come and do the makeup, and I used her. I had my own skincare line, but I used her skincare products in my demo, and I really had the mindset that we're queens.
Yeah.
And queens uplift other queens. There's room for everybody.
Yes.
I don't have to, try to tear her down. I don't have to withhold information from anybody because somebody taught me. Or even if they didn't teach me, I went out there and found it out. But knowledge is free.
It's so much.
It's
to
not
learn.
always free because I might need to, when you because when you book a class, I have to pay for your products. Like I
Right.
can't give you that free, but knowledge is free. It's okay.
It's
We
so much
we
to
all
learn.
got the same goal.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. So when I call you ladies,
Call me. Yeah, it would be no problem.
say, remember the radio show?
Yeah.
Yes.
And if she try to act like she don't remember, you got a whole recording. Like, just play it back.
So when doing makeup services, when you all were learning makeup, what was the hardest techniques for you to grasp?
Eyeshadow was my main thing. I just practice and practice and practice. I just couldn't get it. And then one day I did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just so... I remember that being so frustrating. I remember watching so many YouTube videos over and over and over and just... I used my mom a lot. I would be like, come on, let's go. And I would just practice on her, just keep practicing. And then the highlighting and the contouring as well. Making that just come together and blend and just not look cakey or just look the way I wanted it to look. That was very... Ugh.
Because everybody has their own style, so you gotta...
I had to figure out what was best for me, yeah.
So I keep hearing you use the term cakey.
Ugh.
Does that mean like...
Just what it sounds like.
What does that mean? That's the makeup artist terminology I'm trying to...
When you look at someone and their foundation is like a lot lighter than what it's supposed to be, and it just looks like you can see the residue of the makeup on the skin. It's not really airbrushed.
Okay.
It's not an airbrush.
6 layers.
Yeah.
You look like you can take just scrape it.
Just scrape all the makeup off.
So less is better.
Depends. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're on stage for something, you know, the stage lights you may need like a lot of makeup to help with that, but you just going somewhere you want to look cute, not necessarily.
The less you can get away with using, the better it is for your skin. Especially because people have a tendency to not properly remove their makeup. Like, you have to take that off.
Yes.
You should not be sleeping in your makeup.
I'm guilty.
Don't sleep in it.
We've all been guilty at least one time.
I think it should last at least 2 days. Why would you wipe?
Clogging
like
the pores, girl. You clogging the pores.
You pay $70.
And so then when you come for your next facial, I'm gonna be like,
$70 for makeup.
What happened?
Take a lot of pictures.
I'm sleeping. I know better, but I'm sleeping in mine. I'm gonna get 2 days out. I'm gonna get 30.
I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm gonna recommend that you not do that anymore.
Yeah.
So when my face break out, be calling your appointment out. I know better. Right. So what were some of the hardest techniques was it for you to learn when you was learning makeup?
For me, I want to say one of the hardest things is cat eyes, especially or liner. Especially on myself, because clearly I wear glasses. And so it helps if you can use both eyes to look, and I can't. So, yeah, that was a struggle. I think contouring was something I had to work at. But once you understand face shapes, not everybody's face is shaped the same. Not everybody's contour has the same intention. Like, your jaw might be larger and you need to contour that down, whereas your forehead might be very small and you need to highlight that to make it so that standard 3 shape is not for everybody. So once you understand face shapes and know what you're trying to achieve, it gets a lot easier.
Yeah, that's important. People kind of just slap on the highlight and contour, but don't really understand there's a whole method to the madness.
Right.
You have like a big forehead, you're trying to contour your
don't
forehead
put that
to
bright
make
old
it.
Fenty, what is it, the trophy wife? Don't put that
Oh
here.
my gosh, that trophy wife.
If your forehead is this big, don't do that.
You're going to highlight it and make it stand out more. You're not trying to do that. The purpose of the
So
contour.
explain trophy wife, because I'm lost.
The
Rihanna's
Fenty
highlight.
Beauty, that gold
The
one,
Fenty.
the like bright 24 karat brick
It's like
gold.
a
It's called
octagon.
Trophy Wife.
Yeah.
The name of.
Okay.
Listen, I pay attention to names. Like, this is my favorite lippy. It's called African Queen. Like, I sometimes choose things based on just what they called it. Yeah.
That trophy wife is very popular though.
It's very
a lot
popular.
when it came out, when she came out with Fenty, everybody was just going and grabbing everything. It was excited, which is cool. But the trophy wife is just like very
bright,
pigmented and bright.
It's
a
like
bright
this shade.
gold.
It's like this color.
It's exactly like this, and people just slapping it on and not just kind of being.
Where should it be used? Directly, just
You
cheekbones.
can use it as a cheek, but just gotta be real.
like under
like
brow,
minimum
under the
with it.
brow. You can highlight a little bit there.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful.
Gotta look into this. Trophy wife. That's a nice name too.
What she chose.
So, can you all agree or disagree that the contouring and highlights are being abused?
Yes.
Do your clients even do like daytime and nighttime makeup? Is it a such thing as that anymore?
They should, because I don't
Talking about
understand
the
why you going to the
trends.
grocery store with your red carpet beat. Now listen, the
It's
other side of
happening.
that-
It's
the
happening.
other side of that is if it makes you happy, go forth.
Most of my clients want natural looks. Most of them are like, I don't want to look like.
Right.
But then I get during prom, they just like
Mhm.
beat me down. Like prom is so exaggerated nowadays. When I went
It
to
really
prom,
is.
what was that 2000? I don't
It's
know.
a lot of
I'm
color
only 27,
babies.
but man, they are
It's a lot of
like, oh
color
my
babies.
gosh.
But they'll look back, like I had somebody say this, they got makeup for their senior portraits a long time, years ago. And they look back now and they're like, I look so made up. Like you took away all the youthfulness, all of my natural beauty. It just looks like she said, cakey. I'm caked up, but that's not how.
For senior portraits, that's not appropriate.
It's
I mean,
not,
if you're
it's not
thinking about a
appropriate.
makeup
It's
artist,
red
if you're telling me what
carpet,
you need
stage,
done,
it's-
I'm not going to do that for a senior portrait.
So don't need to be caked up.
Not without a reason.
Without a reason. If it's your birthday and you just want to be just
I'm
caked
lit.
up, okay. I mean, but certain things, no.
Mm-mm.
You know.
That's what
My
I'm sitting here
opinion.
thinking of.
My opinion.
Do you all do any bridal makeup?
Yes, I love weddings. They're a lot of work, but
They are.
I love weddings.
Explain. Why is there a lot of work?
Because I haven't hired anyone as of yet. I do everyone by myself. The most I've done is about 10 people at one time.
Wow, that's a lot.
So it's just a matter of being sanitary, making sure I have clean brushes, clean this, clean that, and getting through all those people. I mean, that's a lot. That's like a whole 8-hour shift. Could be
Right.
sometimes by myself.
And anybody knows a wedding, more than likely, everything is not going to go according to schedule. Everybody's not going to be in their place at their time.
No.
And so then you get this short window to get, oh, well, she was late, but she's bridesmaid number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing. So, and then just making sure that their makeup holds up.
Yes,
because
that's the main
you'll leave
thing.
and they still need to be gorgeous. So,
Good.
Touch-ups.
mhm.
So one of my clients told me a story about the makeup artist. She was doing everybody makeup, and she told them that she was gonna give the bride extra, but give the bridesmaid a light beat.
Mhm.
Do you all do that? I don't think that's fair, cause
I think it's
I know
fair
it's not
if
my
they
wedding, but
want,
if you're gonna do my
because
face, I want you to put the hammer down.
I've
she
had a
said.
bride come back and tell me that her bridesmaid was too much, and it wasn't a over top beat, but she didn't want. She was like, no.
I
So
asked
it's
the bride
based on
in
what
the
they want. They're
consultation
paying,
during the
so,
bridal trial.
yeah.
I say, how would you like your makeup and how would you like your bridesmaids
Exactly.
makeup? If she says she wants, I don't want them to have too much, which is most of the time what they say.
Mhm.
They don't want them to have too much, and they want themselves to be different because I guess it's their day and they want to have a different
It's
lip
all eyes on
color,
you.
more popping lashes, or more of a highlight, or something to show that they're the bride and these are just my girls beside me, type thing.
So coming back to skincare,
Is it true?
whenever I get a bridal client, somebody asks me about bridal makeup. One, a trial, which a lot of people don't. A lot of makeup artists don't do. You need a trial.
You need
like
a
we need to
trial.
run through this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also want to put you on a skincare regimen. Like, so you need to be talking to me at least 6 months out from your wedding so we can get your skin prepped.
Okay.
That's gonna help the application to be a lot better.
Exactly.
Go on smooth, just like that.
Any shows or anything? Any fashion shows? Movie sets? Have you all worked on any of
I
those?
did a video shoot a couple of times.
How was it?
It was kind of hectic because my model Tia, I love you. She always all over the place talking to this person, talking to that person. Like, but it's fun though. I like the environment, the energy around me. It's fun.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I've done a couple shows, runway shows. I try to stay out of that element because
That's crazy.
crazy.
Whew.
I've done a couple different projects on and off stage doing the makeup for Battle Stage Plays and Unified Voices or Johns Hopkins when they do their stage plays. And I love, they're some of the most talented, amazing people, and I love their energy. So anytime they, want me to come, I'll come. But to be honest, I kind of really scaled down makeup applications. I don't.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work, man.
It's a lot of work.
You're more on the skincare side.
Yeah, for right now, but at the same time, like I said, Queens, I've looked other Queens. I have a whole network of people who I may not be able to offer this to you, or I may not want to offer this to you based on what I feel like doing, but I can connect you to someone who will.
Okay, excellent.
So, and I know their work. Like when I send you to them, I know who they are. I've seen their work. We probably worked together one or more times. So.
Okay, that's great. Besides the makeup companies you all mentioned, what are some of your favorite makeup companies that you use, the different products you like?
Black Opal, because that was like my ride or die when I first started out. I poured them. I got all the sticks and I melted them and put them in these organizers, and they just went on beautifully. They were like $9 a stick. So I would recommend that for women of color, Black Opal.
Black Opal.
AJ Crimson. A lot of people don't know about AJ Crimson. I use that on all my clients.
Awesome.
It's good for all skin types. Melanin girl friendly. And I don't know what else. I don't know. I'm not much a big fan of the Fenty. It smells kind of chemically. That's a word.
I really like for clients out on shoots. I like Bobbi Brown.
Okay.
I love Bobbi Brown.
Bobbi Brown. For my students, I just order BH, all the BH products. They have a good range, and they're also vegan. You never know what you're encountering. People have a lot of allergies.
Okay.
So when I first started as a makeup artist, doing large groups of people, I started out with bare minerals because I can't afford to have you having reactions. We got 4 shows to get through. It's just that's not really going to work as a makeup. It's not going to give you the attention you want. But I did start there worried about their skin as opposed to what was going to be on stage, what was going to be seen.
So what inspired you to start your own line?
I guess because I didn't want to use something that my client didn't want to have on them. So in the area I am, in the Hamilton, Laurelville area, a lot of the community are vegan. They are, very committed to organic and green living. And also, I think we all know, regardless of what we do, clean is better. Like, organic is better, whether we do it or not. So I didn't want to be using something that I couldn't say to them 100%, this is safe, this is friendly. I also have an interest in oncology aesthetics. And when you are an oncology patient, somebody who's a cancer survivor, or, coming out of that situation, you have to be very careful about what you put on your skin, what gets absorbed into your body. So I know that it's safe to use for those clients as well.
So where can we purchase your products?
So my products are available on site. I'm working on my web store, but for right now, they're by direct purchase on location. If you contact me, then I'll be more than happy to take an order. But I don't necessarily retail, go out in the community and sell. I don't do that currently. So yeah, if you want to
just contact you and you can place an order. What do you recommend for someone who's just trying out the product?
Trying out my products or any product?
Your product.
So what I would recommend, because again, cleanse, tone, moisturize, I'm going to recommend my tea time cleanser. It's actually a green tea cleanser.
Okay.
It has some white willow bark, some Rubio's tea. I'm going to recommend the balancing toner, not having diagnosis skin type, because it's balancing, so it's neither hydrating or clarifying. You're kind of right down the middle. And then I would recommend the Hyaluronic Rejuvenation Moisturizer, because hyaluronic acid is something that our body naturally produces as far as hydration, but it's duplicated in the product, and it's going to give you the moisture balance that you need. You really have to protect your skin barrier with that hydration.
And stop using body lotion. on your face.
Listen.
I'm just saying.
You're not supposed to use.
Get her products.
No, it's called
And stop
body
doing it.
lotion.
Your face is part of your body.
Listen, the face on your skin. The skin on your face is clearly different than your body skin. And how I can prove that to you is how fragile is the skin around your eyes. Like if you rub your eye, it's very easy to just kind of break that skin down. Your skin is different.
Skin on your face is more sensitive than the rest of your body.
Okay,
Take
I'm
care
gonna
of that.
stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
Are you
After
really
today,
going to
today,
stop?
I'm gonna stop. I'm listening to the
skincare
professionals.
regimen, yes.
Right.
So what should we be using? Moisturizer on our face?
You should be using a moisturizer that is formulated for facial skin.
Okay.
Not just what you body lotion. What's
Not
that?
just body
Nivea.
lotion.
What is it? Nivea. Everybody's using on their face. Jergens. Don't do that.
Vaseline. Oh my gosh. I mean, and coconut oil also is something that's not good for everybody's skin.
It's not. It's not. Coconut
Coconut
oil can be
oil
very
is
inclusive.
not good for everybody's skin, especially if you have oily skin. It can break you
If
out.
you have to have an oil, I would say grapeseed oil.
It's very light oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grapeseed oil.
That's a good oil.
Wow. I learned so much today.
I'm gonna check in next week and see what you're doing with that
Yeah,
face.
Check
I'm
on me.
gonna
Check
find
on
out.
me, please. I am so
Sleeping
grateful.
in makeup.
I'm so grateful for y'all. And I know the listeners is so grateful for y'all today.
Yes.
So tell us about your brand.
I have a lash line called Blank Mink Lashes, and this is what they look like. They are 3D mink lashes. So basically, you can take them off and you can wear them up to 25 times.
Ooh.
And they're 3D, meaning that they look fluffy and the lashes go in different ways. So when you look at the person, it's not just going straight across.
Oh, is that me? That's not me, is it? Is it me?
My phone is dead, so.
Oh, it's me.
Okay,
Sorry.
tell us again. Tell us again. It's like something vibrating when I know that.
Sorry.
All right, tell us again about your lashes.
They're strip lashes. They have a thick band. They are 3D mink lashes, meaning that the way that they're constructed is that you have lashes going every different which way. So when you look at the person, it looks more full versus just lashes going straight.
And so all
So
of these
from
have
every
different
angle,
names.
3D angle, you can see the lashes.
All of these lashes have different names.
Yes.
How can your clients order these lashes?
On my website, glamempire.pro, which is the same website they can book services.
Blink mink lashes?
Yes.
All right. So how long do they last?
You can wear them up to 25 times.
Up to 25 times?
Yeah.
So how do you clean them? With what?
You can just take the glue off carefully, and then just reapply a new line of glue. Not a lot of glue, because if you put a lot of glue, then you're not going to be able to wear them as many times.
Okay. So if clients would like to book with you ladies, how will they be able to contact you?
On my website, glamempire.pro, or on Instagram, glamempirestudio_.
Okay, so I can be reached on IG, Still Me Even Better, Facebook, Still Me Even Better. My website is I Am Still Me Even Better.
I love that name, by the way. The first time I read it, I was like,
Right.
it's powerful.
So
it's powerful.
It's basically everything that I want to impart. Like, so whether it's makeup or the skin, like you are who you are, and your goal is to just build a better version of you.
Okay.
So not to take away. So you can get me on the website. My email, my phone number, my business phone number is also listed there.
Okay. I want to thank you ladies for stopping by the Beauty and the Business Show.
Thank you for
We
having
really
us.
appreciate
Thank
you
for having
here.
us.
And thank you all for listening. If you want to become a guest on the show, you can email us at beautyandthebusinessshow@gmail.com, or you can inbox us at Beauty and the Business Show on Instagram or Facebook, Jay Stover. And thank you all for listening.